Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Live Life in Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you could make it. I hope you're all doing well. Sagittarius, we're going to take a look at your August 2020 monthly money and finances forecast and see what's coming through for you that you need to know about regarding your money situation. So let's move on to your reading, Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius, your overall theme and focus about your money and finances is you got dice, gamble, roll the dice. That's you. First thing I'm picking up is that for some of you, you're experiencing difficulties with gambling where it's become an addiction, or you are falling back into that addiction. Uh, you know who you are if this is what you're doing, or it's being pointed out to you, and at least more than once. Um, there's a need to perhaps look into getting some help to start to heal from that. Um, there are programs out there such as Gamblers Anonymous, so that you're not ruining your financial situation and what you have built for yourself and established for your lifestyle and living. Now, for many of you, I feel what this is talking about is you are ready to take some sort of chance, a leap into the unknown, a new venture perhaps. Maybe you are looking to bet. Some of you are playing the lottery more. Um, but there is something that you feel like, or you've been pondering about: should you stay or should you go? Should you stay at work? Should you leave work? Should you try it? Should you not try it? Right? And you've been wondering about that, and you're at the point where you have decided, or you're about to decide it, where you want to take a chance or take a risk. Okay, and you're not sure if how it will pan out, but it's like you feel like it might get better if you try it, but you're also wondering what if it doesn't. um, this decision, the energy around it is the sense of, or the feeling of, or the belief of that if you leave or if you do this, that the stakes are high, and you're probably right. But I feel with this energy here, um, this is saying that you're going to be supported if you take that chance. And I don't mean a get rich quick scheme. I'm talking about something that you've been already kind of working with, or dealing with, or doing, that you're ready to take it to a next level, perhaps some form of entrepreneurship, or whatever this is pertaining to you, that this would be something that hasn't been like a all of a sudden light bulb moment of consideration. This is something you've been considering, and you're at a space now you feel more driven to go after it, to go for it. And I feel that the universe is saying it's time for you to roll the dice, to take the chance, because you will be supported here. So let's see what's going on for you. What else is coming through, Sagittarius? I feel like for some of you, you've been gambling with your money, where some of you are not being as responsible with handling your money. You're just spending it and spending it, and you're not really concerning yourself with prioritizing. You may not even be really saving. You could be even spending your savings. Um, you're just spending money, and hey, I get it. You want to enjoy life. There's a lot of things that's been going on, and you want to make sure that you have comfort, but you want to be mindful about how you're spending your money. You want to have a decent balance between your luxuries, your priorities, and even your goals, and your dreams. um, Remember, you're still in reality while you're trying to realize your dreams and have it come into fruition. So you need a balance so that transition um, can happen, um, without being disrupted or causing you setbacks, or you not being able to go for what you want or get to the finish line at all. So just something to consider. Let's get into your messages and see what's going on for you, Sagittarius, regarding your money and finances. Spirit, what is going on for Sagittarius and their money and finances? Spirit, can we please have messages for Sagittarius about their money and finances for the month of August 2020? Some of you are involved with or dealing with an Aquarius. You may be partnered with an Aquarius or in a union, relationship. Okay. You have everything that you need, or you're trying to gamble to have everyththing you need, or you are splurging and just taking chances with money because you want to have everything that you need, and even want, right? Okay. So there's a need to make important decisions around money, as it has to do with family. For some of you, there may be some focus on health insurance, needing health insurance, making changes to your health insurance, buying health insurance, and doing pricing for that. So make sure you shop around. Messages for Sagittarius, money and finances for the month of August 2020, please. Spirit, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Sagittarius, that feels good. Okay, one more time. All right, and we're up. Let's see what you got happening. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Nine of Swords. Okay, there's the overall energy around you and your money and finances for the month of August. So this is you having deep worries, very deeply worried about your money and finances. You're wanting to address those worries about your money and finances. Okay, you might be fearing, having anxiety, having doubts. You do have the sun underneath, so it's possible that you're getting some clarity, or something is coming to light, or you're worried about whether or not things are going to work out and be positive and successful, and however the struggles you could be experiencing. If you are experiencing struggles with money, you may be keeping a positive attitude or struggling to keep a positive attitude, where you are keeping the mindset or having trouble with the mindset of feeling positive and being positive about your money finances situation, even if struggling, believing that progress will be made or progress will be obtained. Now, there may be also worries about investments. Whatever you've been thinking to take a gamble on here with the dice, or to take a chance. Some of you are taking a chance to leave work and start your own business. Okay, some of you are just taking a chance to start your own business. Okay, you may be going in a totally new direction from what you have been looking to do, or you're about to embark on some sort of new venture that you've never done. And so there is the sense of the unknown here with taking a chance. But I feel that you strongly, even if there's any doubt, even with the fears, I feel that you're strongly feeling pushed or led to take the chance anyway. And so you may be at the last details of sorting that out with yourself about whether or not to really go with it. Maybe you're looking into a few things just before you get started. But this is you really focused on taking a gamble and very concerned about how this is going to work out, which, it makes fucking sense, right? Because you're taking a chance with something that you believe in and you want it to work. And it's something that you are choosing to do, probably out of the left field, out of corner pocket, or you're coming up out of a bag on a situation. But these are your concerns, and so your focus is to relieve yourself of concerns. Now, also, you may be feeling like you want to take a chance because of all the money concerns you already been experiencing and for quite some time, where you never feel comfortable or have peace of mind. And perhaps you want to take a gamble because whatever you have in mind, you believe will change that and relieve you of all those concerns, worries, and anxieties, right? But there's still a measure of fear that goes along with that as well. But whether you do or whether you don't, what's it going to be, right? um, if you're going to bust the move or you just going to, fall back. Either way, you're concerned. So where you want to apply that energy towards something that could potentially work out, or keep working with what already is that may not be making you happy or that you feel being served by. So your attitude towards your money and finances is you do have the hermit. So for some of you, you may be dealing with or involved with the Virgo. With this hermit energy, you've been analyzing, you've been in hermit mode, you've withdrawn, you're contemplating, deliberating, you're getting insight or trying to get insight. You may be focusing on trying to get a stronger sense of self, or you've come to a sense of self. You're evaluating and reevaluating your goals. This could be being driven by the energy and feelings of feeling paranoid, um, issues of rejection, or possibly even loneliness. Sometimes you can go to a job and it's just you feel like the loneliest cowboy or cowgirl, right? Um, but with this hermit energy, you're looking for solutions to your money situation that releases you from all your fears, worries, and doubts. But at the same time, while you're looking for those solutions, or perhaps feel that you've come to one, it's a chance that has to be taken that also has its own concerns and worries and fears that create doubt. So it's doubt if you do and doubt if you don't, right? I also feel with the hermit energy that you may have found that um, or believe, or it feels like you're experiencing living a minimalist lifestyle. You want more. Now, some of you, this may be your real experience, but I feel like for many of you, this is not. This is just how you perceive your situation, um, where you are actually doing okay, but you want to do a hell of a lot better. You want a hell of a lot more. And I feel that's more about where you are, is that you may be tired of having to worry about your finances and the things that you want in life, or you want to experience for a lifestyle, that the lifestyle you're with or having, you may not be entirely satisfied with. Now, this hermit energy here, um, I feel like for some of you, you are doing research, okay? There may be an individual project here. For some of you, the hermit mode is there's a time, this is the need for you to withdraw and focus on self, because if you've had addictive behaviors or habits concerning money and gambling, this is needing to address it, because it's causing a lot of worries and fears now, where it's showing up in your world, that's causing you some sort of a deficit or setbacks, or you see that coming and there's a need to stop and perhaps get help. And so don't lock yourself up in a room if that's not going to change it. You got to see how you can get some assistance, okay, so that you can truly address the situation. Now, so far, this is a lot of mental energy, this Nine of Swords. And the Hermit, it is a grounding energy, but it is an energy of self, of withdrawing, of needing to figure out how to recuperate your money situation, whether it needs to improve because it's not in a good place, or you just want it to be better than what it has, because there's so much more you have in mind for yourself, your wishes, your goals, the things you want to see come true, right? You want that ultimate way of life that money can give you, whatever that looks like for you. That, for some of you, that's not where you are. But doesn't mean that what you are experiencing isn't good. You just have a different mindset about what that needs to be, and it's more than what you have. Now, for some of you, you are struggling financially, and It's been a ongoing, perpetual struggle with this Nine of Swords energy, where you keep finding yourself needing to analyze and figure things out and cut back in ways that you prefer not to, or finding that you have to go without things, or constantly having to change things around. And you don't like that feeling, right? It makes you feel um, held back, um, and withdrawn. And so you want to come out, and you want to just move forward with this. But coming into August, beginning of August, you do have the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is fire energy, so this could be you, Sagittarius. And if it is you, the Queen of Wands, or if this is someone that you're dealing with, this is someone who has a lot of positive energy about money, about people. This is somebody that's willing and wanting to start their own business, will take that leap of faith, will take that chance. But this is also someone who has a love for people. Now, whether this is you or someone that you're dealing with, the Queen of Wands is very, very good at, taking off with ideas and coming up with goals and pursuing things that are of interest, right? Can be very driven. And so this is very driven energy. So with this Queen of Wands, I feel like that you are in the beginning of August looking to take off with starting a business, or what it takes to do that. Or someone is coming to you in this way, or you may be partnering up with someone in this way. Now the Queen of Wands, she can be patient, but sometimes struggle with that. She can be understanding and sometimes struggle with that. But what she pursues is the ability to persevere. And she's very gracious in her performance, if you will, about what it is that she is looking for and desiring to have. The Queen energy is an influencer. Um, she follows her instincts. She has high aptitude, very good at socializing with people and collaborating with others for her goals to be reached, or to come together with others to help in those goals being reached. The Queen of Wands is someone who immerses herself in her creative processes. She can have trouble doing things in moderation, and when she's in those creative um, space, she may have issues with being able to tolerate things, or be open, but she is very wise, and she has the ability to be practical mixed with compassion. She's also clever and adored and very passionate and energetic about her creative projects here. This is someone who has common sense, someone who's very productive and sensible, and looks to harmonize her abilities with other witty individuals who inspire her, or that she inspires, whether male or female. But this is somebody who's after the finer things in life, okay? Um, and this is something that can cause a lot of pressure for a Queen of Wands if she's not in what she feels to be is her element. So I do feel with this Queen of Wands here, though, that you have either begun in entrepreneurship, or you're about to, or you are dealing with or engaging someone in this way to begin your pursuits, where you are diving into the realm of either getting it started, or it's already begun, or maybe you're switching gears and trying something new. Now, on that Queen of Wands, we do have the Ten of Wands. So you've been pursuing and desiring to relieve yourself of burdens around money, or around your entrepreneurship, or you may be burdened about whether or not to pursue, or what to pursue, or about whether or not to take that gamble, or take that chance here about an entrepreneurship, or a new opportunity in business. But I feel like with this Queen of Wands, you may have also tried other things that may not have exactly panned out for you the way you've wanted to in terms of money, um, and that you put a lot of energy and effort in. Or you may have a few irons in the fire in terms of opportunities for money that you are in pursuit or desiring, and perhaps you are in a space where there may be a need to narrow that down and choose one, and so you're taking a gamble on what that could be. Okay. I do feel coming into August that I feel that you're okay financially, but there's some pressure here. You may feel overwhelmed, or you are at a space where you're trying to figure out how to relieve yourself of any burdens and responsibilities with money, with your priorities, with your creative projects. Now, for some of you, this may be about health insurance where you're burdened with finding the right health insurance, and it's a gamble for which one is best for you, and based on your needs for yourself and perhaps your family, and if there are children involved, which may be because we do have the Six of Cups for your money situation by mid August 2020 is the Six of Cups. Now, with the Six of Cups, you may be focused on family where money is concerned. You could be spending money on family or spending money on children or spending money to have your emotional satisfaction reached in some way, and that may be where you could be gambling and spending freely and not exactly prioritizing, just focused on enjoying whatever it is you're putting money on, right? But the Six of Cups is also saying for your money and finances that money may come to you from something to do with the past or from an inheritance. Um, for some of you, if as it has to do with work, the Six of Cups is saying that you may be focused on seeing what's the deal going to be with returning to work. If the work setting is going to be the same familiar setting, same business practice, or if there's going to be any changes, even for yourself with the creative work that you are doing. This may be where you're switching gears. Now, for some of you, where you may be expecting a inheritance, you may be counting on some sort of large sum of money. As a result, some of you may have a lawsuit to this regard that you are counting on, or you have a lot of belief and expectation that you will gain emotional satisfaction from this situation. This may be something that has been going on for a while, and now you're able to return to it because it was something that got initiated in the past but was halted in some way. But now you're back to where you can deal with this. But I also feel with the Six of Cups, this is also you experiencing emotional satisfaction at this time for yourself and for your family, or you may be trying to obtain that for yourself. There may be something you find you may need to rectify or reconcile that comes up from the past. On that Six of Cups, you do have the Four of Swords. So you may be contemplating how to get that satisfaction here for yourself, but you are focused and determined to doing that. So I do see that you are very alert with this Four of Swords. Have you give a look at it, right? You see how he's looking over at the Six of Cups. So this is someone who's contemplating, who's considering things and trying to figure out what the plan needs to be, right? Or the communication that needs to happen in order to get this emotional satisfaction. And so this is someone who is sorting things out. You may also be prepared to take this leap. This is something that he's got his parachute back here. So this may be this opportunity related to money, whether it's entrepreneurship or whatever this is around, where money is involved, where you're looking to see, um, contemplate whether or not you should take the leap with this, and if it's going to give you that emotional satisfaction that you're looking for here. Okay. Now, by the towards the end or at the end of August 2020, you do have as a money and finance situation the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles talks about you may be thinking about having to decide between two things in a real way that leads to something tangible, or the expectation of it leading to something tangible, and you want to make the right choice here. But this Two of Pentacles is also asking you to carefully manage and budget your money, even to a day-to-day spending basis, and find ways to bring in more money with this Two of Pentacles. So this is you needing to perform a balancing act here. with this Two of Pentacles energy. Now, there may be some sort of change that could occur here as a result, but somewhere between this mid-month towards the end, you want to be careful, because if this is a new creative start, um, with a new project, or there's some new opportunity that's presenting itself that you are considering, you want to make sure that this Two of Pentacles in the future, towards the end of August, leaves you feeling balanced and not imbalanced, okay? So you may be adapting to your situation as a result of what you are choosing to invest in, that later on down the line, there's a little bit of needing to make some changes, or needing to balance things out, or needing to be more careful financially. But this here is saying that you're going to be doing some sort of juggling. So you want to make sure that the things that you're doing is going to allow for you to maintain and stay balanced, and not experience any issues with adaptability, or being able to have everything um, worked out for you with this Two of Pentacles. Now let's see a little more about this Two of Pentacles. You do have the Nine of Cups. So with the Nine of Cups, immediately I'm thinking overindulgence. So be careful of overindulgence here. But it is also possible with this Two of Pentacles, for some of you, you do experience some sort of wish fulfillment, a change that happens that brings more balance, but you still need to be careful. Even though there's some sort of happiness or satisfaction here that you see, or you receive, or some contentment, but I do feel you're able to balance things no matter where you are in this, if you're careful and mindful to doing so. Okay? Now, your concern with money is the Ace of Cups. Of course, while the aces are a powerful energy, if you don't use it, you lose it. So with the Ace of Cups as a concern, you may be concerned about a particular creative project or opportunity that is presenting itself, or whether or not you should present it to the world. You may be having some sort of new investment here. The Ace of Cups also indicates that your finances will be okay. And you, even though you may be concerned, because of the possibility of being able to get a gift, or being creative, or a new job, but there's a good possibility here. So even though you may have some concerns with the Ace of Cups in this area, I do feel that your finances will be okay. So just remember, with the Nine of Swords, you don't want to be overthinking, and you don't want to over worry. It's not that you can't be concerned, but you don't want to overthink so much that, especially if your concerns are perceived and not real, or even if you have some concerns, you don't want to overthink those issues, because what you believe is what you create. Okay? Law of attraction. Now, you also may be concerned about whether or not you can get this opportunity, or launch this opportunity, or receive this opportunity here, or even create it, right? Now, your challenge to overcome with money is the Five of Wands. So with the Five of Wands as your challenge, this is, how do you change things? How do you avoid challenges and strife? There may be issues of competition, issues of struggling. How do you avoid your money becoming a little chaotic? Because even though the Ace of Cups is your concern, you may be concerned about where you're going to get the money, or generate more money, or how soon or how fast will money come in, depending on what your circumstances are. And so your challenge is to avoid struggle, to take action that brings in change, or creates the change around your money and finances, that doesn't have you feeling worried about your money and finances, but instead your ability to diffuse potential problems around money, as you go, or as you are able to have insight with. So your likely outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is saying that you have the ability to receive help, financial help, but also you may be um, approached to give help. The, the Knight of Pentacles is also saying, though, that you want to conserve your money and you want to try to do things low risk investment. Okay, so don't go hard or go big, go low risk, go small, just start it, right? Perhaps you're focused on beginning, or you start a short-term project that you want to work on and see what happens. So you're careful about your spending and that you don't overdo it, so that you can start to begin to get a sense of your idea being brought to life, but how real you can make it by seeing the response you get by starting to do something and not trying to do it all in one shot. Because the Knight of Pentacles is slow energy. This is about taking your time. This is about needing to understand that you're going to have to do the work, and it's going to be hard work you have to put in. The Knight of Pentacles is saying that things will move very slow, but you will see progress, but you're going to have to stay focused and stay steady and stay committed. But also the Knight of Pentacles is asking you, there's a need to be very, very responsible about your money situation and how you handle your money in your entrepreneurship endeavors. And that things are going to take time, and maybe even take a lot of time with this Knight of Pentacles here. But the Knight of Pentacles, is slow but has the ability to win the race. So be responsible and be reasonable, because Knights are doing energy here. And this is a Knight that has drive, is a builder of opportunities, is very methodical and strategic, is sticks with the program or sticks with the goal, makes things happen, is practical, is thorough, is sharp-minded, is aggressive, but is very responsible, okay, and rational. Um, the Knight of Pentacles may be slow, but he's capable of making major moves, or make a major move here. So there's a need to have belief, but to be practical, to have courage, but to have wisdom, to be focused, but have a plan, okay, and do things in moderation, where you have a good balance with your money and finances as you proceed, because it's going to take hard work to do all of it, and hard work to do a new creative project, and maybe you're hard at work with a new job or with how your job is working. But there's also the need to make sure you take your time if you're transitioning from a job into something that you're doing for yourself, that you take your time in making that transition, or be mindful that even as you're making that transition, it's going to be a process. Now, on that Knight of Pentacles, you do have the Three of Wands. So I like this. The Three of Wands, others could be involved in your creative endeavors, or as it has to do with your money situation. This here is you waiting for your ships to come in. Something may be moving really slow with something you've started, or that you're doing, or not moving fast enough, or at all. This is you very determined to move forward with a plan and see progress with it. The Three of Wands is also talking about that, there's an established financial base you may have, and the potential to earn more is there because of your ability to have foresight and vision, and stay focused on your goals, and stay on track, and make wise decisions, and stay practical, okay, and reasonable with the steps that you're making. So this is also waiting for your ships to come in, and some of you are seeing your ships come in, and this is also coming up with new creative projects and endeavors that you are now going to move with to see it forward, to progress the situation, but it's going to take time and hard work to do. I do see with the Knight of Pentacles here and the Three of Wands that I see your financial situation is going to be okay. You could experience slight stagnation, or to some extent some stagnation, as it has to do with your money. So you want to be careful. I would suggest a budget here, a budget that you stick to, but coming up with a system for yourself that allows you to, do several things in balance. Perhaps, making sure your priorities is one, your what you're working on for an endeavor, and perhaps even to save. So that's what I would see that Three of Wands talking about, that there's a need to focus on here. So let's take a look at what some additional guidance may be for you. But I see your money and finances okay. Just don't make yourself become stuck, because you do have that Five of Wands. Let's see what the Five of Wands is about. Yeah, on that Five of Wands, you'd have the Ace of Wands. So this is the Ace of Wands is asking you, be mindful with what initial actions that you take, or what you initiate with the Ace of Wands regarding a new opportunity. But also be mindful that uh, something unexpected could come in, a gift or that inheritance or a potential increase. Be mindful. It's okay to look forward to seeing some money or opportunity to come in, but you want to be careful not to cause yourself any struggle or strife, or do anything with anything you initiate a start for a new beginning or fresh start for money, that causes your money and finances situation to end up being a little chaotic, because then that wouldn't feel good. Spirit, what's some guidance for Sagittarius money and finances, please? You are going to need to have a steady focus on your money situation and with what you're doing. Okay. I do feel with the Knight of Pentacles is calling you to be responsible. Thank you, Spirit. With whatever you're doing, it's not saying you can't do, just be responsible doing it. Have a plan, be logical, be methodical, and whatever you do decide to do, stick with it, but tweak it as needed, as long as it continues to move you forward, even if it's slow. But you want to make sure the movement is at least steady and moving in the right direction. Thank you, Spirit. Your guidance is attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Remember, I said that I was picking up here that you want to be mindful of the law of attraction, that whatever you believe, because even with that Nine of Cups energy here, this is about you being able to change your situation through how you apply the law of attraction, the ability to see and envision yourself having success, experiencing success, being positive, believing that good news will come about your work, your business, and your ideas, and then putting the energy and effort behind it to make it happen. Because why? Faith without works is dead. So you will have to work and do hard work, but the potential for you to see success with what you're gambling for, um, you know, I I feel that the universe is supporting you. You're going to be supported here to take the chance, but you're going to have to be smart about it and diligent. I hope these messages help. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, Sagittarius.